Housing who raised some issues. So it was referred back to the Finance Committee to engage the Finance Committee and leadership of the Works and Housing Committee. And I think the understanding was that we were to go to see some of the projects that had been executed with the initial 200 million that was approved and get ourselves abreast with the situation on the ground before we proceed with this. And I knew there were discussions between the leaders, the leadership of Parliament on that particular one. With the tax exemptions, that I knew there was a standoff because the minority had indicated that they were not going to support that particular motion. And so I knew we were going to have challenges with the tax exemptions. By the IDA facility, we had gone through a certain process, discussed it, and then requested for some documentations from the ministry, which they had provided. What was left was for us to visit the various sites for us to be convinced of how the initial 200 million was used. So these were the three things: the approval of the ministers, the IDA facility, and the tax exemption. The tax exemption I knew was going to be a difficult challenge because I knew we had not reached a consensus on that. So these were the three things on the table. Yes, and as I said, now we are in the hands of the Speaker. And if it becomes difficult for the Speaker to recall, then other clauses may be triggered to bring members back to the House to consider urgent business. Okay.
So the MP for Dudu has joined us and is in full regalia this morning. The Honorable Edwin Nilante van der Poel is ready.
Randy.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, bro.
Good morning, bro. Good morning, sir.
Randy. I thought that my brother will come here in sackcloth.
Sackcloth?
Yes.
Oh, he's celebrating the fact that the Supreme Court has paved the way for him to be approved.
Oh, we didn't have any problem with him. He's one of the nicest guys, so that's why I was expecting him by this time to have made a comment about the misbehavior of his colleague Minister for Agriculture, Brian Acheampong.
About the handing over?
Yes.
So
because he's a gentleman, he's somebody who we all admire because of his relationship. And I expect that, you see, for our democracy, this our constitutional democracy to thrive, we must be checkmating ourselves. We should have the courage to tell our colleagues when they go wrong that this is not good, this is not right. I have seriously, Brian is my friend, my very good friend.
Okay.
We share a lot in common. I've all grown up in Accra Central together. You know, when we meet, we speak typical Ghana, me and him. Me, Brian, Patrick Boama, Acheampong, the Eastern Regional Minister, OPK, we all, James Ajeni Mboatin, you know, Felix Owusu-Kwakye. We all grew up in the same area, you know. So sometimes when friends of ours, we find ourselves in such positions, I expected a bit of, let me say, discipline and tact in his presentation. Yes, sometimes on political platforms we are taken by the gods of the funds that we are addressing. But then when you assume a position of a minister, then you become a different person altogether. And Randy, you see, this is something you did last year, and people criticized it. People felt it was uncalled for, it was not right, it